What a week on Planet Glitterball. Katya and Nicola withdrawing with the Rona, Rylan and Motzi in self-isolation, and that which we most feared coming to pass. With a furious cheer and a YOLO attitude, we simply have to keep dancing. And welcome to episode 5 of series 5 of the Keep Dancing podcast. I'm Ellie and I'm your host. Tonight I'm joined by Anne.
Hello.
Meg.
Hello.
Emily.
Hello.
And AJ.
Hello.
To hand out as many tens as we feel like. We're your 100% unofficial, unexpurgated, unauthorised source of Strictly Come Dancing analysis and opinions. We aren't neutral, we aren't always polite, but we are fully briefed on the list of Ofcom's banned words. If you'd like to get in touch with us, email us at keepdancingpodcast@gmail.com or follow us on Twitter and Instagram at keepdancingpod. We'll be doing the admin for the Strictly Tea Towel giveaway at the end of the show, so keep listening. So I guess we've got to tackle all the news updates. So Katya tested positive for COVID, and that meant that her and Nicola had to withdraw from the competition.
Just sad.
Sad times.
Really sad. And, you know, I know they've said that Katya is currently not showing any symptoms, but I hope that she makes a speedy negative test, basically. Because it's rotten and, you know, it's not what anybody was hoping for, obviously.
No, although given that the numbers of celebs and the numbers of weeks meant that they'd started off with a 5-person final, I feel like it was kind of
contingency.
Yeah.
The contingency producer had this moment planned for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of inevitable it would happen because Rona.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
Yeah,
No.
you can take as many precautions as you like, but basically every time you go outside, you are rolling the dice on whether or not transmission will occur.
Yeah, and it's a sad way to go out. You know,
Very,
dignity in a nice frock. It's like when someone injures themselves, like badly enough that they can't keep.
No. They didn't even get a moment on It Takes Two or
That was
a
sad.
Goodbye VT.
I think they will get one when they're out of isolation, I think.
Oh, good.
Even if it's
Yeah,
just a little
they're
Zoom
Pretty
call
sure
or
Zoe
something.
said something about that. About them being on It Takes Two.
And so also self-isolating is Motzi.
I'm
Although
so
luckily
sad
for
to-
Motzi,
that
she's
Motzi's
only doing it because of travel.
Yeah, she had to
Yes.
make an emergency trip to Germany, and Germany's not currently on one of the UK's travel corridors, so she's now in self-isolation for 2 weeks, but still got dressed up and watched the show. What a trooper.
She looked
Absolutely
amazing.
respect her glam Zoom aesthetic. It was just excellent.
Yes.
We can all learn from Motzi.
Yes.
And
She makes-
Rylan, so somebody that he'd been in contact with had tested positive, so he's now got to sit it out. And, like, these are just sort of high-profile examples of the everyday problems that people are having.
Yep.
And the prevailing headwind that they're trying to make us strictly under. And just, I applaud them for continuing.
Yes.
I feel like nothing is going to stop this show now. Rah! So
Okay.
The grimly inevitable Strictly.
yeah,
We have
Oh,
always been on Strictly Come Dancing.
sometimes in the long series, it does feel like that.
Yes.
Anyway, let's review some dancers.
Yeah.
Dancing a salsa and revealing Shirley's Jungkook bias, but I'm more of an OT7 to be honest myself, it's Harvey and his partner Jeanette. I learnt some K-pop stan words. Aren't you proud of me?
Oh, you'll get them in your
Well done.
Twitter. You'll get them all up in your grill.
Well done.
Oh.
I'm scared.
They're scary, but they're nice when they're on your side.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Comrade
And, you
K-pop
know-
fans.
We're just not going to upset them.
Yeah.
I would
It's
like
all
to
good.
say that I did enjoy Dynamite by BTS, just in case they come into my mentions. I liked the song.
Yeah, the song was not the issue for me in that
No.
dance.
No, in fact, if you haven't gone and watched a BTS pop video, the Dynamite video is actually just, like, honestly, an almost perfect music video.
Ooh.
Like, they are such a terrifyingly good pop band. I can see why they're so big.
So I can see that they're very slick, whereas the dance was not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree that it was too early from a 10 for Shirley.
Good grief, yes.
But
Very.
this was a narrative 10. This was a total narrative 10. So Harvey had a bad week last week. He was dressed up like a gnome,
Gnome.
doing a cha-cha. And so, you know, they're presumably saving his Charleston or something. So he gets Jeanette's specialist dance.
It did feel a bit like he wasn't moving very much.
Emily?
I was going to say, and they were going on in the post-dance interview with Claude, that isn't the Clauditorium anymore. How about the lifts that he didn't do any of.
Yeah, that was weird.
Did we miss lifts?
Or did they?
I think there might have been one where she was spun round the top.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe there was like a
Yeah. I
swingy
think
around one.
There was
but-
a sort of swingy one. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
But we've got used to the salsa being deployed to allow the stacked sportsman
Yes.
contender to lift
Yes.
a dancer above his head.
I mean, in Harvey's, he's not stacked at all.
No.
No, he's not, is he?
No,
Poor lad.
No, I mean the open shirt was very brave, but there's nothing there to
Nothing to show.
really, in my opinion.
No.
Yeah.
And so they go for the pot stir maneuver right in front of Shirley Ballas.
Classic.
She fell for
Shirley
it.
Baiting. She did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Given that it's Jeanette that's doing the pot stir, really, and Harvey's just providing the rotary motion.
I mean, it's very classic. Let's have the professional do lots of the movement, and the celebrity stands there and looks pretty.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt. I don't know.
A handbag.
Yeah.
A Hundberg.
There just didn't feel very much in that dance at all. And you didn't feel excited after either.
No. It's just very meh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember sort of key images from it and key moments. And other than the pot stir, I'm getting
No,
nothing.
there's no.
I can't
And he
think
had those-
of any standouts. No.
He had those really
It wasn't-
thick-soled shoes on as well, so he couldn't bend his feet.
There's a lot of dancing in non-dance shoes this
A
week.
lot.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
it's
don't
terrible.
approve.
Oh, comfy trainers. What's that about? Ugh.
Your styling shouldn't overtake the tools that you actually need to do the dance. So Elliot can't be here tonight, but he wanted to make it clear
Share his
how
disappointment.
share his disappointment, his strongly worded disappointment about the poor shoe quality going on in some of these dances. Anyway, I'm not interested in talking about this salsa anymore. I'm feeling like an Ofcom tier 2 word is coming along, so here we go. Dancing a cha-cha and prompting 100 Ofcom complaints involving the word grinding, it's Ranveer Singh and her partner Giovanni.
Oh my, what a treat that was. Oh. I mean, not necessarily the grinding, I should say.
No.
I mean, yeah, I'll just keep digging.
Would you like a JCB?
Yes, a glittery JCB.
I was worried for Ranveer because it wasn't like the most confident cha-cha, and like occasionally there were bits of legs going a little bit wrong, but she was having a lovely time.
Oh, she styled it
She
out.
was.
That's the one thing I'm really enjoying about watching her. I mean, that was not the greatest cha-cha. But she's just... It's so nice watching her confidence grow.
Yes.
And she wasn't... She looked like she was actually having fun.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I mean, she's
Yeah.
she's one of a vanishingly small number of people in this country who gets to dress up, get dolled up, and go out dancing on Saturday night. So I'm glad she's
Gio.
enjoying
Yes.
herself.
Yeah.
I might weep now you've said that.
Sorry.
I really miss going dancing.
Oh. I'd love to go dancing with, well, Giovanni, really. Let's be
Yes.
Yeah, well,
honest. Yeah.
oh, that in the results show.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that was so funny.
Oh, yes.
Dearie me.
So next year, so they had a weird, like, emotional attack in Claude's area as they were announcing.
There's emotion in the Claude area.
Yes. Very much
Clean
so.
up in aisle 5.
And so they were announcing.
But she doesn't care about them rumours.
Yeah, she was announcing the arrival of their Argentine tango next week, and saying that she doesn't care about the rumours because it's like making her feel good. So
Well, yes, and also the fact that it will
there.
show
Yeah.
their love
Fill
for
your
each
boots.
other. Oh.
go on yourself, Ranveer.
But good on them. I mean, frankly, they're happy. And it shows in the
Yeah,
dancing.
I-
You know, it really does.
I feel like
Yeah, she's enjoying herself.
like another contestant that we'll talk about later. She's a bit of like an every woman. Like you could channel yourself through her. And you can kind of think, oh, yeah, I could imagine that being me. Because she's not perfect. And you can see her flaws. And you can see that she's trying. And you could think,
Yeah,
that could
like,
be me.
She's got this like really tough job where she has to get up early and talk to unpleasant people, and then then she gets to sort of launch into this fantasy as soon as
Yeah.
she's off work, and well,
Like she's a
wouldn't want that.
superhero.
She is. She is the superhero of Strictly. It's
Yeah.
official.
and
Super
she's got the
Ranveer.
skin tight lycra to prove it.
Oh,
Pops into a telephone box and comes out in something glittery.
oh, they have to do that in a VT. It has to happen.
Yes.
No, we're enjoying the lack of stupid VT.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Are there even
pure
phone
training
boxes
content.
anymore anyway?
Oh, that's true. No.
Not
I can
ones
think of
that-
at least 3 in Barnsley Town Centre.
They dispense
I-
coffee now, surely.
Would you want to go in
God,
them,
no.
though?
You drive past a lot of them that are like civic free
Yes, full of books.
distribution points, and also have defibrillators in them. Anyway,
Ranveer doesn't need a defibrillator.
we've no.
The audience might.
Yes.
After next week's Argentine.
We're so mature. I can't wait for an Argentine tango. I was worried that the shorter series was going to rob us of some Argentine tango action, but nope. Straight out. Do it.
Yay.
I love the Argentine tango.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is,
They're best.
this is our
Let's hope it's
this is our reward for having so many couples' choices.
yes.
Yes, it is. Oh, God.
Let's hope it's a trad one as well.
Oh, a trad Ranveer. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Blimey.
Yes, please.
Dancing in American Smooth and obtaining the strictly apotheosis of dignity and a nice jacket. It's Max Wanted and his partner Diane.
Oh, Max.
Max,
soulmate.
I just felt so sorry for him and Diane, because like we're already into that part of the series where like it's not even that he had an off week, it's that a bunch of the other people who are normally around him on the leaderboard excelled, and suddenly what
Yeah, and he's trying. You know, the thing that I got from yesterday's answer was that he's improving. He's nervous still, but he's given it his best shot, despite all the ringers and amazing people like around him. He's trying.
And, you know,
Yeah,
at
he
least
is,
he
like-
didn't go out covered in yellow body paint.
The thing is, though, he enjoyed doing that Simpsons
Yeah.
routine. Like, he enjoyed that.
Oh, he.
Yeah.
At least he
I'm sure
enjoyed
he
it.
did,
Yeah.
but I still think dignity in a nice jacket.
Yeah. If you're going anywhere, go in a
Yeah.
velvet smoking jacket.
I mean, between the velvet smoking jacket and Diane's dress, I mean, it did divide my Twitter feed a bit, but I loved it. I'm just going to say, I loved it.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was
It was really
I
classy.
also really liked it. Can see why people were a little bit confused because of the asymmetric detailing, but for that kind of modern Art Deco vibe they were going for, it works beautifully.
Yeah. So this has happened to Diane 2 years running now.
Yes.
Yeah. Very sad for Diane. I can't bear to see her heart be broken again on TV. I really can't.
I don't like seeing her have to smile while she's just holding it together, because this must be such a disappointment for her.
Does this mean she
You
can
can
go back
tell,
to Joe
I mean-
now?
Yes.
Oh!
And Instagram will be saved.
I want to see those them reuniting across a field.
In slow-mo.
Yes!
So, like, Diane and Joe is my favourite Strictly love story in a while, because they're just so
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that she bought him all his shirts from the series,
Whether he wants them or not.
No, dear.
and they're all attached to pants, to like underwear.
Let's hope Max got some souvenirs as well.
Yes.
Maybe the Simpsons belly or something. I don't know.
He could use it as an occasional cushion.
Or maybe a big inflatable donut as a bed.
Oh.
Oh.
No, I felt like there was much more to come from Max, and he just happened to be unlucky to be the man that was in the dance-off today.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
so if you listen to the bonus episode, Rob from Entertainment Odds was strongly suggesting that a woman would not be allowed to go out this week. Just because that would have been 3 women left in for the rest of the series, and, you know, it doesn't look great.
I can believe that. Yeah.
I can see that, but it's never really stopped them with other characteristics.
Yes.
But I
Well,
think anyone that's in a dance-off with the ringer is, you know, doomed.
also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe
Although-
maybe Hervey isn't the destroyer. Maybe it's going to be Maisie.
Oh,
Possibly.
Because-
Although Shirley made it clear she wasn't. She was going to vote for Max,
No. Yeah.
Yes.
which was a bit
Setting-
meow.
That's setting up a delicious, delicious beef for
Yes. But I think she might have just done that as a bit of
Chicken
a
and
warning. Like, I'm watching you, Maisie. You're not going to get away with this.
just teasing out angry Gorka episode by episode.
He's at a nice simmering rage level now.
When he's at his most deadly.
Dancing the jive while casually zooming Prince Harry as one does. It's JJ Chalmers and his partner Amy. I can't.
Oh.
No.
I mean,
It's just a bit gross, isn't it?
How
was grim.
often can you coast on your, I did an army thing, don't you know? I mean, it's difficult.
The thing is, he does do other stuff. Like
Yes, he does
he's
a
not
lot.
once gone, I'm Scottish, vote for me Scotland
Yes,
yet.
that would work. Yeah.
Like
Play the Scottish card, then, I might vote for him.
that's next week.
Maybe.
He'll be doing
Yes.
Charleston to
Oh.
something by the Proclaimers.
Yes, I was going to say.
No. Okay, I've changed my mind. I retract that statement. I do not want to hear the Proclaimers.
Will he be doing it to Barry Cryer's Scotland the Brave, sung to the tune of Blame It on the Boogie? Because I would watch that.
Yes, Charleston's in mini kilts. Why not?
Yes. I mean, the
And you can
music
see
may as well be a
JJ's
train
lovely
wreck
legs.
as the dance will be.
So
Yeah, the music is guaranteed to be a train wreck.
So JJ does have some limitations with the range of movement that he's got. Mm-hmm. And the
Yes.
jive was almost specific in that he couldn't really do it.
It did feel a
Yeah.
little unfair because the bits where you could see he was struggling, and like you say, it probably wasn't his fault.
Yeah. There was a lot of repetition of certain movements as well that made it
Which
feel
made it-
quite samey.
Yeah.
Which made it very clever of Amy to insert all of the marching and like military
Yes.
parade steps, which
Yes.
Amy is a canny one.
And they're messing
She
about with the
is.
bugle.
Yeah, and she
Mess
can't.
about with the bugle. I've the sequined camo. Ugh.
Amy does carry off a victory
Marching.
roll very well.
Oh no, she does. She is the sweet nation's forces sweetheart, whatever we're calling it.
The strictly sweetheart.
The strictly sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about light entertainment being used to valorize the military.
No.
I think it's a bit suspicious.
I think we are past War Christmas now, officially, so we
Yeah.
can maybe not have the military thing.
Yeah. It kind of isn't the dance you do for your job normally week one.
Yes.
So this is his week one dance.
All right, fine, okay, good. Right, well, I'm glad we've got that out of the way in week 4.
Yes.
Right,
And we can explore more of his personality next week.
carry on, JJ. No, next week he will be Scottish.
Yes.
We haven't had somebody on being, I'm Scottish, I'm very Scottish for a while. I mean, did Susan Calman even do a I'm very Scottish
Did she
dance?
do any
No, not
very
really.
specifically? I don't think she did any proclaimers or anything like that. I'm very concerned as to how Dave Arch and his jazzmen are going to wreck it. But,
I think you could
know,
probably do a Viennese waltz to Let's Get Married.
Oh
Yes.
yes, that'd be good.
Ooh.
And Joe didn't do anything Scottish either.
No, and so yeah, and there's been a couple of series where it's only been English people and Americans. So
Yes.
Just play on the national stereotypes. Come on, get us on sides. Then we might vote for you, and
maybe.
you won't have to rely on your non-Twitter based fan base.
Yes, I thought that was very interesting. So on the exit poll, none of them that I saw had JJ particularly high enough up to escape the dance-off. But I think JJ's voters are not Twitter users.
No.
No, I think they're on Facebook reading popular news articles.
And that was some
Yes.
shade. Daily Express.
The Daily Express. Not even good enough for the Mail.
Did Diana help JJ escape the dance hall?
Oh no! Don't get Harry started. He's already played the Prince Harry card, everyone. I mean, that's it. He can't play it again.
Yeah, like, you can't just Zoom Prince Harry every week. It's going to have to be something
No.
else. And while I appreciate that Charleston and Jive are very different, I do worry that even the redemptive power of the Strictly Charleston, which everybody laps up is not going to be...
Quite
Yeah, and
sufficient.
I just don't think JJ's going to be
Yeah.
able to let go enough
No.
to do it. Anyway, he's had a good run.
Yes.
Dancing the Cha-Cha. And incidentally, did you know that the Barbie townhouse we had as kids would fetch over 100 quid now? It's Maisie Smith and her partner Gorka.
Oh, dearie me.
I was so upset by Gorka's socks.
If ever you're on Strictly, if ever any of you are on Strictly and you get offered by the producers, we're going to do this big production number, you're going to get like a Barbie dream house, you're going to be dolls, run.
Just
run.
Just say
Just
no.
say
Just
no.
say no.
Just
say no.
No, I want Aliash to be a waiter instead. Just say anything else.
I want to do a dance themed dance.
Yeah. Like,
Yes.
I volunteer to dance all 90 seconds of this. We don't need any theming.
We do not need any creepy dolls.
No.
No creepy dolls. Good grief.
No.
Weirdly though, puppets...
Inappropriate dance shoes.
Like, yeah, and inappropriate dance shoes. Weirdly though, the dolls thing doesn't seem to be... is really negative, but puppets is very positive.
I don't know why,
Why?
because I found the Faye's puppet dance to be possibly one of the creepiest things I have ever seen on primetime TV.
If you've got a specific puppet phobia, yes, I'm right there with you. But
I mean, I don't. It's not even specific puppet phobia. It's the weird robotics. What was? I mean, robot
The
dolls.
stiff
what?
arm movements, yes.
Ugh.
It's very Barbie Girl
I wonder if
by
the
Aqua.
logic
Yes.
goes from in Cha-Cha you have to straighten your legs, and so you're thinking about how like a Barbie articulates her leg, which is not like a human and not really like you do in the Cha-Cha-Cha either. No, that logic doesn't work.
I think it just as a Cha-Cha, it lacked for me any sort of speed. Like the song is normally quite fast. It's quite up tempo, and it was really slowed down last night.
It lacked energy.
They could
Yeah, it did feel a
basically
bit-
have been wearing the same clothes if they were just doing it as 80s new wave kids. And then they could have
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
had the bit where Maisie could have picked up some drumsticks and drummed on a railing.
Yeah,
As opposed to fannying about with the sort of selfie thing at the start was a bit. Why isn't Harvey
or
doing this?
is that what they were doing?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm an old.
Yeah, they were so she was doing all of her selfie for Insta.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. And it was like, why? Why?
I don't know.
And maybe
It didn't
that's
seem...
why she was. That's why she was kept on doing silly faces all the time. She was like pulling her Insta faces. It was very off-putting as well.
Kind of blue
I thought
steaming.
that she didn't necessarily look like she was enjoying herself in the same way that Ranveer was. It looked like she was grimly battering the Cha-Cha into submission.
She did look quite
I feel like that's how
frightening.
she looks quite often.
Yeah, she does look quite kind of grrr.
She needs to enjoy, chill.
Yeah, just relax.
Enjoy the
have a cup of
moments.
tea. Yeah, just you let go, let it go.
Yeah,
Like,
it's almost
even
like she
if- even if
acted
it's
it.
even if it's how her face naturally falls, like everybody has to do a stupid face when they're dancing. It's showbiz.
Yes,
Yep.
Darling.
but you know, just not quite sort of frightening as it very much will haunt my dreams. The kind of angry Barbie just kind of coming towards me, like oh.
Well, I
Did it
don't
work?
know that she noticeably tightened it up in the dance-off. It's just that overall she was better than Max.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
notice the
As
difference.
Anne mentioned, interesting that Shirley was like, I would have gone in the opposite direction to my fellow judges.
She didn't say, and I resent you
yes.
continuing to be here, but
Yeah. But it was close.
It was heavily implied.
Yes.
Oh yes.
dancing a couple's choice where me, the Groove, and Dave Arch are going to move your feet. It's Bill Bailey and his partner Oti. We were worried, and it turned out we didn't need to worry.
Oh no.
We did
was
not
so
worry.
worried.
It's just that we've been conditioned to have a Pavlovian response of fear to a street commercial.
Especially from an older gentleman. AJ?
Yes.
I think, yeah, but my worry was that it was going to be Dad Dance. When I'd seen the kind of snippets of early rehearsals, I was worried that street was going to equal cringe.
And it turned out that the rehearsal footage was just them marking it through, which I think was very clever.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the fact that, like, they went from the risk of dad dancing to delivering something pretty slick.
Yeah.
It was
That-
smooth.
Yes. But it wasn't perfect.
No.
There was
No,
some
there
bits,
were
there
issues.
there were issues, like, there was supposed to be, it wasn't quite a lift, but it was like a sort of an assisted jump for OT. That didn't quite come off. A couple of the movements in the first bits were, like, not quite sharp enough. What I'm saying is, there is a 30 or 40 point scoring version of this routine, and I think we're going to see it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Marvellous.
I mean, essentially, if you look back at that routine, it was full of quite easy steps. But the musicality of doing it on the beat and in, you know, the different rhythms made it look insanely more difficult.
And
Especially
making it-
just doing it in a week.
And making it look cool as well. Because
Yes.
you can just sort of, like, you know, go through the motions and put your hands in the right places if you're doing a dance routine. But then there's also making it look cool.
And synchronising with your partner.
Because he could have put silly faces on, couldn't he?
Yeah,
Well,
he could
He
have,
could
done
have, you know,
anything.
made it look a bit odd.
It's a bit weird that Bill Bailey is the straight man and the other person in the comedy duo is the entirety of Strictly.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're
I
one-
love that he even made phone boxes cool. I'm just saying. I loved it.
Kids,
I loved it so
This is a throwback to when you had to make phone calls from fixed locations in public.
And and you needed a briefcase, maybe?
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
to bring a briefcase full of 10 pences to just feed the phone box. That's what was in their briefcases, I'm guessing. BT phone
The other
cards.
thing we need to notice about this street commercial is that Bill and Oti street commercial in proper shoes.
Yes.
Yes.
Very nice proper
Which
shoes
always
as
helps.
well.
Yes.
Very nice. You know, that helps with that sharpness of foot that has meant that other street commercial routines have looked quite
Clunky.
clumpy.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're right.
So yes, they were in those very nice proper shoes, which I can only think must help with the sharpness on the feet. Which, you know, he was sharp. There's going to be room for improvement,
Yeah.
but he was
Yeah. I mean,
light on his feet.
it was sharp, and also I'd just like to point out the suits were very sharp. Oh my!
Oh, pinstripe.
Wardrobe
Oh.
has been very kind to us and given us 2 ladies in suits this week.
I know.
Yes.
So good.
Joyful.
Joy, deep joy.
I think if the only reason COVID exists is so that Bill got onto Strictly and gave OT a double win, I'm here for it.
Yes. Thanks, Rona.
It's
Yeah.
like, and it's sort of on as well. He's
It
topping
is.
the polls. He like he's the one that people are talking about. I'm cautious, but the reason that he could win this series and maybe not in a regular series is that he can just yeet any dancers that might be embarrassing out of the window.
Heat, you say?
Yes, so to
Yeah.
the rumba, he says,
A whole dance that needs heated, is it?
It's very
jive.
hard for the man.
to the jive.
I'm loving that sound effect.
It's very satisfying.
It is.
At some point, I'm going to have to build like a physical trebuchet so that I can do the yeeting for real.
And do bonus footage on social media.
Did we get what they're doing next week? No, we did not. I would.
No.
So I'm guessing it's probably more some straight ballroom, just really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's fake Blackpool next week.
Yay!
Yeah.
Whoopee!
Have no words.
So they're not even going to be able to do the thing that is incredible about Blackpool Week is bringing in the
Sprung
top-up troop,
floor.
the sprung floor and the top-up troop. Like, for me, those are the main
No.
points.
Yeah.
I can't be doing with it. I mean, CGI Blackpool Tower. I'm going to cry. Like,
Oh, God, it's going to be everywhere. It's just going to be like creeping round
that too.
I'm not going to cry. I might be sick.
wherever you look, the Blackpool Tower will be lurking.
It's going to be like every French Eurovision staging, but smaller.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
but
I'll
more
get my
normal.
Everyone's
Cruella
gonna be-
Tour Eiffel mug out for next week.
Everyone's going to be wearing Kiss Me,
Yeah.
Squeeze Me Slow and Kiss Me Quick hats.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
Well, you know, it can't all be utterly sublime, can it? Dancing the waltz and reminding us to stay prepared for a seasonal downpour, it's Caroline Quentin and her partner, Johannes. Oh.
I was
broke
really
my
pleased
heart.
that they did the proper gapping, because I think it was Ian Waite on It Takes Two was pointing out that it will, if they don't, it will really make the height difference more noticeable. So that was really nice to see.
Yeah. Caroline's got
Yeah,
a
the
cha-cha
shaking.
next week.
Ooh, I'm scared.
So, like, I feel like we all knew that a beautiful waltz, which is what this was, with, like, full, beautiful leg shaping and just such grace and proper rise and fall. I don't I don't know whether the cha-cha is in there.
I don't think it's going to be as good. I really hope it is, because this week was such a treat. And you could see how proud Johannes was.
Yeah.
What I would say is because she is good at the leg shaping and things like that, she may have a reasonable chance of getting a good attempt at the straight legs that the cha-cha requires that a lot of the other celebs have not been achieving.
That's a good point.
Yes.
Oh, hang on. I'm
And
just
it is-
moving Max Wanted's column off to the side.
Oh.
And it is Johannes, so I don't think he's going to have something that is...
Unsuitable or undignified.
No.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I think it will be... I don't want to say suitable because that sounds a bit weird, but yeah, appropriate.
It's not going to be an 18 to 30 party cha-cha.
Yeah, he's going to make sure she's comfortable with what she's doing.
Because he's an actual gentleman.
Yes.
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 He
That's
is gentlemanliness personified.
Johannes is an actual gentleman.
He is so kind and so considerate and brings out the best in her.
I've just had the clip on again without any sound on while we were talking, and he gives her such a squeeze at the end. Like he gets hold of her and like looks her in the eye and gives her a really big grin, and then gives her a really big squeeze.
I would just live for that. I would live for the squeeze and the yes. He's like, you've done it, come on. Yeah.
If JJ does get knocked out after his Charleston, Caroline would be doing the last cha-cha of the series.
Ooh.
That might not be a terrible thing to say.
I think
At
yes.
least we know she won't be doing a cha-cha the same week as anybody else is doing a cha-cha.
Yes.
Yes.
The comparison factor is definitely a thing.
Certainly in dances such as the cha-cha.
Yeah. But Caroline is now running out of time to have the breakthrough moment.
Yeah. She needs
I
a
really
break
hope she
through
does.
Charleston.
I really do
And
hope she
stats.
does. I want her in the final.
Yeah. I don't want her to come out of the Strictly experience thinking about what might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah.
Forming a prayer circle now for next week.
Dancing a samba that surprised us as much as it apparently surprised him is Jamie Lang and his partner Karen.
Oh, Jamie,
Oh,
my biscuit king.
It's like something took hold of his legs and suddenly he could samba. And
Maybe he's a puppet.
Oh, conspiracy theory starts here.
it was the total immersion video game. You see.
yes.
Yes.
Yes, he had a special skill.
That makes up-
He had 15 points in samba.
Yes. And those were well spent
he was-
points because he was brilliant.
And
He was the...
Do you know what was brilliant?
what was brilliant?
Bum fringe.
Oh, yes.
Bum fringe. Those
Is that an
outfits were
upcoming word?
excellent.
Yes.
More bum fringe and Strictly. I said it.
What I liked about that is that I can't necessarily explain why the routine was so funny. Because it was just like they were just sort of straight-facedly dancing quite a complex samba routine, but it was funny.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
I think it's just because he's so shocked that he's doing the thing, like kind of early Caroline. He's
Yeah.
kind of like, what's happening? What?
It's, I think, like, as opposed to, I mean, obviously it was funny, and I'm doing the same thing again now where I'm watching it without the sound, but it's charming, like, how much they're both enjoying it, how shocked he is that he's doing it,
Yeah.
the bum fringe.
The bum fringe.
The bum fringe does
Just like saying bum fringe.
such a lot. Yeah, I'll do
The
like
Riviera Kid.
I
Yeah.
really
It
enjoyed
is.
the matching mariachi outfits because that, like,
so
when,
clever.
when they were doing like some of the steps, you just got this beautiful effect of like exactly the same leg shaping coming through.
Yeah.
At exactly the same time. It really highlighted how in sync they were, and I think if they weren't in sync, it might have looked just dreadful.
Oh,
Yes.
that
Oh, it
was
would
a
have
risk.
It
been
would have been
a
That
mess.
was
awful.
a risk that Karen took, and it paid off.
Karen
Because
is
that could have
just...
been a disaster.
Yeah, but it all mirrored very nicely for me. I just thought, yeah, perfect. Or near perfect.
I think if they hadn't have been so good, it wouldn't have been so funny. A bit like, like Les Dawson. Like when he plays the piano really
Yes.
badly.
Yeah, it's
Like,
because-
you have to be really good to play it that
To be
badly.
like that. Yes.
Yes.
That is exactly it, isn't it? It's a skill.
He's the Les Dawson of dancing.
And that's one for the kids there.
Physical comedy
It's
and
very
clowning is a proper skill.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Like there's the a lot of the time the laugh that you get from a comedy routine on Strictly is like a lull of hubris or something that's quite mean-spirited about laughing at somebody's ambitions outstripping their physical
Yes.
abilities.
Schadenfreude.
Yeah, or
Yes.
like laughing at somebody being embarrassed. But in this time we were laughing at somebody being surprised by how well they were doing. Like in a cartoon where you put the dancing trousers on and the trousers dance for you.
Yes.
Yes.
And yeah, so these were the physical comedy lols, which I think are much more wholesome.
And these are the things I think we thought we were going to get from Bill.
Yes,
But
I think
it's
Jamie's
not.
Yes.
taken that on. And also, if you notice, like he's very, in a lot of the VTs and the kind of It Takes Two stuff, he is very self-deprecating and he is quite funny. And I've kind of warmed to that he is now the kind of, the funny guy.
He is the biscuit capitalist of your heart.
Indeed. The jammy heart of my biscuit.
Oh, also the vegan gummy sweet of my heart.
Sweeties. Yeah.
Oh, is he involved in those?
Yes.
Oh.
Excellent.
Nice. I shall buy a
Lovely.
packet and support him.
I don't think you need to. I think
He'll be
he's
fine.
doing
You think
okay.
We're fine.
He's doing all right.
I can imagine him presenting Country File in the next couple of years, just going, wow, look at that mountain. Wow.
We don't have those in
What,
Chelsea.
you mean if I lift up that bit of corrugated iron, there's an adder under it?
Yeah. Just being astonished at everything.
Oh, it'd be brilliant.
Like milking a goat, just in complete astonishment.
Make it happen, BBC. Come on. You know we want this.
Jamie Lang on Country File, now. Oh yeah, there's street commercialing next week, and
Oh.
I don't know. Well, we'll not prejudge.
No.
Yeah, we've learnt that one, haven't we?
Yes.
We have.
Dancing the Charleston in a perfume counter. Hang on, that's non-essential retail. It's Clara Amfo and her partner Aliash.
Oh,
Oh, so pleased for her.
oh, so happy,
Finally.
Nikki.
It
So
was worth
good.
waiting for the breakthrough. It was worth waiting for the breakthrough. She looked so fabulous, and the dance was so sweet.
Yes, it was sweet.
Yes.
It was light and funny and just wonderful.
Massive props to Dion Thomas, who is Strictly's Afro hairstylist specialist, who
Doing a fabulous job.
Yes.
Oh, it was amazing.
the
that
little
was-
Josephine Baker cut, just chef's kiss.
Oh, just I absolutely loved that she was harking back to Josephine Baker because an icon. I mean, they're both icons.
Yes.
Clara is an icon, but yes, wonderful.
Josephine Baker and also I think Evelyn Dove, who did replace Josephine Baker in Paris for a bit, and I'm very fond of her. But yes, so good. Everything was so good.
I mean, basically, we're just going to be like, oh, so good, because it was so good.
The best.
And you could see her just relax as well. Like, she was so happy to just be smiling all the way through. No serious face. Only joy.
I have to say, if very strange things happen and I'm ever in a position to do Strictly, as much as I'd like to think that I'd be really good at doing the serious tango face, no. I've got like resting jolly face.
Yes.
I believe they call that resting DreamWorks face.
DreamWorks face.
Like, just, yeah, my face rests in a smile. I think it's years of retail, actually, where if you zone out, you need to be smiling. You know, there's no option on that. But I'd really struggle with some of the dancers having to be serious.
There was a little bit where her mouth got stuck open.
Yes.
Like, she could have gone back to the smile, but fine, you've got a lot on at the minute, Clara. You're in the middle of a Charleston. You've got,
Yes.
you're fully occupied. I mean,
well-deserved tens.
yes.
Basically.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
yes.
nice to see. It's nice to see some well-deserved tens. Like, there was a slight narrative element to them because obviously Clara's been talked up but undermarked the past few weeks. And so now we see Clara reaping the rewards and having them call her safe relatively early and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the narrative is there. The plot arc unfolds.
The other thing I wanted to do the big cheer for was like the fact that we're continuing to see excellent tone matched flesh power mesh,
Oh yes, the illusion
which
mesh.
the illusion mesh. That's
Which
the stuff.
when we
we've been talking about it for
when we started this show, Strictly did not have a good record on skin tone matching illusion mesh. And now
did
they
not.
yeah, and partly I think because of availability on the market, but I do think that there's been a big surge and they've obviously taken that opportunity with both hands, and you get your tone matched illusion mesh now.
a great development.
Yes.
So that was all the dances.
Yay.
Yay!
We're quite quickly around to sort of short episodes. Wildly.
I know. I noticed actually, looking at the credit sequence, I was like, oh, I actually remember all these people being in it. Because normally by about this point, I'm like, that person was in Strictly this year.
When did they? Oh yeah.
What year did they do Strictly? This year.
This year? What even is time?
That has happened a couple of times.
Anyway,
so
if
quite weird.
you are struggling to work out who competed in Strictly when, boy, do I have a tea towel for you. Let's.
We didn't even plan that. We didn't even
No,
plan that.
I'm just really skilled now at the old segues. This week's winner of the Every Strictly Result Ever tea towel is KTB75. We'll DM you and get the details for your prize. And yeah, next. So congrats. When
Well
this
done.
podcast comes out, reply to the post or go on SoundCloud or whatever and send us a dancing lady emoji if you want to enter the next week's giveaway. Other admin. Frock of the week.
Oh, tricky.
I know what I'm not voting for.
Oh, yeah. I think mine's going to have to be Clara's. That whole outfit, that whole look.
So we've got
is-
Meg for Clara. Anne, I'm going to pressure you.
I'm a sucker for a pinstripe. It's Bill and Otie's joint effort.
Congratulations, you've also titled the episode. AJ.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go with Diane's classy asymmetric velvety dress. Lovely.
Emily.
Bum fringe. Yeah, Jamie Lang and Karen Howar's matching mariachi outfits.
I'm going for the mariachi outfits. Congratulations,
Yes.
Biscuit
Yay.
Capitalist and lovely Karen. You've both won Frock of the Week.
Bum fringe.
Bum fringe.
the Ribby.
Is that an Ofcom word?
Bum is okay. Fringe
Oh,
isn't
that's okay.
mentioned.
Phew.
I expect we'll be hearing from the lawyers.
They'll suddenly be updating the list.
Yes.
It's not on the list. It sounds like it should be on the list, but it's not on the list.
Someone just furiously updating the list.
Yeah, they're making a list and checking it twice.
Go and find out if you've broken the Ofcom.
Broadcasting
allowed
guidelines.
Just trips off the tongue.
I'm going to be getting
It's
a lump
Christmas
of
number one.
I'm going to be getting a lump of broadcasting coal this winter. And so, before we
luxury.
dissolve any further into absolute silliness, it's about time we shut this charabang down. Also, not on the Ofcom words list. So- goodbye, AJ.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Anne.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Millie.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Meg.
Goodbye.
And goodbye to you at home. Keep dancing. Keep dancing.
Biscuits, anyone?
Record that tomorrow.
Keep dancing.